just waiting for the video call. Multiple browsers up. I have Discord opened in my browser, and
Drive
it
safely.
tried to call me on all of them.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
I'm very tired.
The nap didn't help.
No, not really.
Oh.
It's
I
fine.
live.
We're all just having a bad sleeping day.
Yeah. It helped I'm on my cycle, but meh.
I wish I could help.
You have like a
Unless you're.
steroid.
I take steroids as like my daily medication.
Take Adderall. That's pretty much what I took as soon as I got up because I'm like, fuck it.
Rattles, can you do me 2 favors before we get started?
What do you want?
Can you get me a soda and can you shut the door?
Planned on that, but okay.
Everyone gonna be okay?
Yeah. Should be fine.
It's fine. Our characters have probably also had a terrible sleep. Have you seen where we're sleeping?
How? I mean, I can't even say how much trouble can we get into. We're just making breakfast because we saw what it took for us to get the ingredients for breakfast.
The whole session is gonna be breakfast, and then right after, something bad is going to happen.
Start cooking. Roll for initiative. What? Just cooking.
I did
There's
get
like
the
a
group
rat.
initiative macro to work again.
Him. I did get the group initiative macro to work again.
Whoop!
A soda and the door.
In the door.
There you go. You got it.
Ice
Soda
and
in the
soda.
door.
Ice in a soda.
I guess.
Do you have your cup?
I think it's downstairs in the sink.
I meant like your McDonald's cup.
No, I do not.
Just a friendly reminder, this session is being recorded.
Yep.
And it will go up on YouTube when it's done.
We'll do it live.
Fuck.
I'd rather not think of that guy, to be honest.
Okay, everyone logged in to Roll20.
I'm pulling it up now.
Yep.
All I see are ugly housetops.
Ouch. They're doing their best.
Ugly housetops.
Yeah, just waiting on Drake now. Drake, are you still loading in?
Yeah, it's loading.
Okay.
Is she in here?
Huh?
Is she in here?
I don't know if she's in here or not. No. She was asleep with us earlier, so.
Well, no, never mind. I remember her pawing at the door.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
I
think
fed
she
her.
ever came back in.
So chances are she's probably downstairs eating or planning to eat.
I didn't see her downstairs. And again, I also wasn't looking at the floor.
Just staring at Roger's squishy 15.
Say
What?
I'm looking at the map and
Oh.
everybody around him's got like, 20, 30. Roger, 15.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
this was fragile.
well, at least Paul's there with you in terms of squishiness. But, he's a little bit sturdier than wizards usually are.
And I'm
And
still in
that
the
is
shop
why.
where I assaulted some poor shopkeep.
You're just standing guard, glaring at them.
Of course. Fear me.
A surprisingly unsquishy wizard.
Somehow.
Now, squishy wizard doesn't
fight.
fight.
You're
Whatsoever.
welcome.
Just wants to cook. Just wants to
wants to
make
cook.
breakfast.
Well, at least everyone has their fun little unique feats now. Just keep those in mind.
Speaking of, I had to pull up my sheet. There we go.
La 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 la.
Kanan waiting in the corner, just
I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now while we're waiting.
Greg, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Everyone good to start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So last we left off, you guys were pretty much still around the premises of the shop after you pretty much got the food and everything you wanted to buy.
Under threat.
Under what?
Under threat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a bit of a brawl.
A bit.
Just a
I think-
bit.
Incredibly unnecessary, bro.
I mean,
Completely avoidable.
you started it.
I didn't start it, I finished it.
don't make him pull the wagon over. It's fine.
So, what is it the party wants to do now?
I
Oh,
mean, we
Apparently
might as
make
well
breakfast.
make use of what we bought.
Gotta say, might as well make breakfast.
Did
Did we ever go back to the tavern?
No, we're still
No.
standing there.
Mel, I believed earlier you told me that you wanted to...
no, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Fuck already. Told him what Kanan initially wanted said. So,
Okay.
like, be nice to the boy.
Nice.
Okay.
Silly boy.
All right.
Right. So, who wants to help me carry back the food?
I'm pretty sure it was already being said that everyone was pretty much helping with bringing it back. I remember Max
Kanan
saying
picks up a box and makes his way back to the tavern.
as does Falmouth.
As does
Paul?
Paul.
Yep. Roger as well.
I can't see
You
shit.
following
Oh,
me,
here we
Greg?
go.
We're just gonna. We're sure we want to leave Victor back there.
Yeah, Drake and Falmouth aren't really moving.
They're having a conversation. Oh,
I just
Just
Greg,
imagine.
you alright?
Yeah, there was an error in mine. I had to reload.
I
Just imagine
Victor is doing that thing,
thing
like with
with his hand where he points to his eyes and then
pointing
pointing
at
away and pointing at them like, I dare you, I'm watching
I'm
you.
watching you.
Really?
See, I like to think.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
no, my dog wants to go out.
Do you need a minute?
Yeah,
You
I'm
have a minute
sorry.
for that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Come on, you pain in the ass.
Okay. Well, I guess we're taking a little bit of an early break, so early 5-minute break.
The
Dog is like, I'm not a part of the game. I don't have to listen to your rules.
So yeah, I'd say it's a good time for everyone just to look over and remind themselves of their unique feats and everything. Make sure everything's in order. If there's anything off, let me know.
I'm going to try to keep all of this in mind. You said that you updated the stuff on Roger's sheet, yes? Because
Yeah.
I'm seeing things like performance and persuasion are listed as 6 on his skills.
Where?
On under his skills, like charisma, performance, persuasion are all listed as 6. Is that supposed to be like with his proficiency? Like, because charisma's 4.
I believe that's because of your proficiency thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're just very talented.
Yep. He's very talented. He's
Very
very
talented.
squishy.
Very talented piece of china plate.
Yep.
Okay.
I swear to God, if I fail
On
on
it.
every roll tonight,
I will end somebody's life.
I
I don't know whose,
but
but it will be somebody.
What did you say?
I said, if I fail all of these rolls today, I'm going to kill somebody. I don't know who, but it will be somebody.
It will be rather unfortunate, especially with the proficiency bonuses.
Roger over here uses up all of his inspiration so Paul can cook.
Roger's probably making Ray to keep his distance just in case things go south. Like Ray is book it out of the room.
I mean, I was going to say, so long as you have the kitchen wall between you and Paul, you should be good to go.
Just some vague explosion noises from the kitchen. It's just, you all right in there?
Some Hell's Kitchen
Everything
shit
okay?
going on.
That happens
Oh,
when a wizard's also your cook.
Yep.
Connection to the server. Yeah, it keeps telling me my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Maybe close
Your browser and
open it back
up.
Don't want to, but I might have to.
I mean, might as well while we're waiting.
Yay!
Do you have like a pretty old computer or something, or
I mean, what's your definition of old?
old?
Honestly, man, I don't remember when I got this thing.
What browser are you trying to run it on?
I use Chrome.
Okay.
Chrome is a great platform.
Which is funny since a lot of the other browsers are starting to catch up to it. Like Firefox and Edge is actually not that bad either.
You know, I tried Firefox back in the day, and that was
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Is your browser okay now, Drake, or?
Hold on, man. I closed everything out. Now I got to start it back up again.
Oh no.
Well, in the meantime, anybody got any questions for me? Anything about their character they want to mention, or?
No.
Okay. Because now would be the time while we wait.
Ugh.
For this fucking mechanic, and I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
You wanted a cooking mechanic, there it is.
It's true.
And yet, all I can think about is the fucking Pokemon games where you make poffins.
Yep.
I loved making poffins.
And
The
remake
it
is
It's better than the freaking Poke Blocks with like the freaking Let's Berry Blender crap.
I
loved the Pokeblocks. I hate making poffins because it kills my hand trying to do it.
Mhm.
Really?
Now on the Switch, with the remake, it's not any better.
It's
So a lot easier to screw up on the Switch, I feel like.
I just consider this more like Cooking Mama.
Because, for some
reason
reason, you can't
touch
screen on the Switch for the poffins. It has to be the joystick, which hurts like hell after 2 or 3.
Well, it's okay. We're playing the imagination game now.
Wee!
You just need to not suck at rolling your dice.
Imagination.
You just need to hit those rolls.
We hope.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Why is everybody's name text so big on my screen? You know what? Fuck it.
It's big on mine, too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You want me to turn off the name tags?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's just for some
They're
reason they're
huge.
big.
Like my mate.
Like your what?
Nothing.
Oh, you said like your mace?
No. Never mind.
You're only arousing his curiosity more.
That's not the right use of terms here.
Technically, it is.
Don't.
How's it going, Drake?
Give me a minute.
Okay.
He's trying.
And
The dog
doesn't
wants to play. The browser
browser
doesn't
to
want to play.
play.
That's okay. I'm just looking at Monty art on the other window.
One of these days, I'm just gonna make a croc NPC just to fuck with you.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
I mean, you can't really judge me because
Constantly.
nah, fuck you. I'm from Florida. I grew up around gators.
And I spent the first 4 years of my life dancing with them in Louisiana.
So, you know, I like them gators.
Fun fact, they taste very good.
I never tried
There's-
gator before.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Oh, ew.
They're all degenerates.
Well, as your DM, I'm completely allowed to use your likes and dislikes against you.
Fuck you. I'm
It's
just
like,
gonna-
Mel, you can save us, but you have to kill the gator. But he's so adorably cute.
You can't do that to me. That would be so shitty.
We're all gonna die, guys.
I
We're
would
all
be.
gonna fucking die.
I mean, I would kill him, but I would be pissed at Max for like a month.
Good luck finding a therapist in Ravenlaw.
Ah,
It's like, and I killed it, Doc. You did the right thing. You have to kill 6 more.
but I took an oath. I'm supposed to heal people, not kill people.
To be fair, the gators technically not people if you want to look at it that way.
I guess bugs don't fall under that category.
I'm going to sneak into your room and then I'm going to bash your head.
You gotta
Roll a d20.
Roll for stealth check.
You
Roll
roll
for
a
what?
one, you hit the
Roll
you
for
roll the
stealth
one.
check.
11.
Did you actually roll?
Yes, I did.
I was about to say, you roll a one, hit the light, electrocute yourself. We all tell stories about it later.
Wait, there's electricity in D&D?
Depends on the setting.
Huh.
I mean, we have mages. There's always electricity at some point.
We have an entire race of essentially pseudo robots made from wood, rocks, and metal.
What the frick?
Yeah, look up Warforged sometime.
Is your thing still not working, Drake? Or
It's up, man. It's up.
okay, so we can continue. So everyone's going back into the tavern.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fade screen.
yes, the lovely tavern music.
You get
Well,
to hear
tavern.
and you get to hear the lovely music again.
I gotta turn it up a little bit. Ooh, that honey was good. I wanted to buy some more honeycombs.
Did someone get the door?
No, he's right because you're carrying a box.
It's your tail.
Did you ask her to use? Did you ask her to
Can you
tail?
use your tail?
Can you use your face?
Reynolds, you're gonna want to scroll down.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it just a black screen?
It's because for some reason the
Oh, okay.
the visuals are
Why
doing
is it so
the
big?
because you're zoomed in.
Oh, okay. Usually at a set
It's
thing, so I'm
giving
like-
me the thing of like you have this much vision, like visionary field.
Paul's
Just gonna kick the door open. Much like I'm done with this.
Yep. You re-enter the tavern to see that it's pretty much in the same state of when you had left it. The bartender's just still kind of going, scrubbing away at those glasses as usual, just standing at his post.
Excuse me, barkeep. We're just gonna be using your cooking station to make us some food.
I was gonna say, Paul's just gonna walk right on past him into the kitchen.
Well, it's polite. Shut up.
Yeah, he doesn't even. Yeah, the bartender just kind of doesn't even give you a sideways glance. He just keeps on doing what he's doing.
Meh. Kanan puts down his box right by the pantry. Meh.
Almost puts his down.
Victor's already running.
Blaze, you're still outside, by the way. I like how you guys are pretty much taking over the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's still outside? No, he's
No, everybody's inside.
okay.
Except for Victor.
No, he's
Victor's inside. He's already running.
He's not in the kitchen, is what I mean.
Yeah, he left.
he's like, nope, not doing that shit.
Okay, if you are not helping, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, best to do as he says.
What exactly are you trying to make?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh dear.
Maybe I should supervise.
Are you going to help?
Yeah, why not?
Awesome. Perfect.
All right.
So let's get started then. Okay, so can Paul do a perception check to see what all kind of utensils and shit is in the kitchen?
Sure. Roll a perception check. Depending on how well you do, you see how hard it is.
What is this thing against? Natural?
Oh, is the lighting thing off for you, Shrine? That's so weird.
Yeah, it's Rattles has it too.
Yeah.
Why is it doing that? Hold on, let me try and fix that.
I'm just like we're in a dungeon.
Is it
There we
better?
go.
There we
Yep.
go. Now we
Okay.
can see.
I think I knew what was the problem there. I had dynamic lighting on for this map. And it's really
so
a tavern, so that doesn't really apply.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's slash roll and then whatever the dice is? Or do we not do a
Slash
slash?
R D20.
Okay.
Yeah, slash R space 1d20.
Plus whatever... What it... You said plus whatever what?
No, yeah, I don't think you need to plus anything. It's just a regular perception check.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, that's a
19.
nice roll.
So you see that there's regular cooking utensils around. They're definitely a bit dusty, but they're still usable. They're lining the walls above the stove. Just the usual pair, like a ladle and all the others.
Well, that's kind of gross. Is there anything to clean them off with?
Yeah, there's a little water basin all the way across the room, as you can see.
Kanan will grab some of the cooking utensils and bring them over to the basin to wash them up. Yeah, cooking with dusty cooking shit is nasty.
Using dad skills.
You might want to check to make sure the water is still good and doesn't have anything in it.
The water is definitely clean.
Okay.
It's the one thing the bartender makes sure is clean because it's the thing he uses to clean the glasses with.
It's the one thing he knows how to do.
Okay, well, Kanan starts to wash and rinse off the dust off the cooking utensils.
The utensils you picked up are now
Not-
clean.
Yay.
They're not clean.
They spark joy now.
Oh goodness.
Okay, he puts them back where they were.
Okay, so Paul's gonna start digging through the boxes of ingredients that they picked up and is gonna start pulling out what is needed.
Special recipe?
Come up with a new recipe.
New recipe?
Yes, it is. Let's see. Gonna need flour,
Already had
water, eggs, salt, sugar, cabbage. Where are the green onions? Kanan, can you check that box over there?
Okay, it's just your little assistant.
Kanan opens the box that Paul has asked him to look into.
Onions, butter, might be some bonito flakes.
See the onions and the butter, but no bonito flakes, whatever the fuck those are.
It's fish.
Oh,
Paul
sorry.
starts looking through another box.
Dragon Ball
Found
knows
him.
what bonito flakes are.
Rare spices indeed.
Okay, where are the bowls?
Got 3 hungry lads outside too.
Say what?
The rest of us out here just hanging out at the table.
I think something's up with Shrine's lighting.
Oh no, we fixed that.
Yeah, we already took care of it.
You just have Rogers sitting in darkness.
I was legitimately like debating too on adding like Cooking Mama music for this minigame.
Oh Lord!
That's
It's even funnier because this is a Japanese recipe.
So,
If the bonito flakes didn't give it away.
Better than Mama.
Okay. Alright, so for this cooking mechanic, is he gonna have to roll for every single thing he does to start making this?
No, so how it works is there's 3 phases. There's gonna be the DC check for prep, and then there's the cooking itself, and then there's the finishing touches at the end.
Okay, say the second and third one again.
Okay, so it goes from prep work, and then it goes to the actual cooking, and then it goes to the finishing touches.
Okay. Alright, so we have all the ingredients. So what do you consider the prep check?
Okay, so can you post the recipe for me?
Yes, I can. Yes, Shrine?
Just you with your recipe, that's all.
Look, bitch.
I'm just
Oh, Jesus.
It's just the ingredients list. The instructions are easy.
Okay. Let's see. Prep work for this, I'd say. Let's make it. You gotta get. Let's make it a DC of 15 to succeed.
For both of us, or just him?
Just oh well. Are you helping?
Yeah.
Then since you have an assistant helping you, let's give a +2 to whatever you roll.
Okay.
okay.
So also D20? Or...
Yeah, D20.
Yeah.
I want to make it as simple as possible. Oh,
Like
shit.
that. The first one is the only good roll I get.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Do I get to roll, or is it just does the roll count for both of us?
Unfortunately, I think the prep that counts for because he's doing the actual cooking.
Oh, that's bullshit.
I think with your help, you're giving a +2 to each check.
Oh.
Wow.
So that's
a
gonna be 9 at
9.
15. So you still do the prep work, but it's definitely not as good as it could have been.
The sous chef usually helps keep things going. So
It's okay. It's the
Alright.
first time.
So what is the second one?
The first time's
Ask a
all
lot
about
of
it.
questions.
All right. Next is the actual cooking.
B. Okay, so what do I need to roll to fucking heat the goddamn pan?
Now for the actual cooking for this one, I'd say let's make it a 12.
A D12?
Yeah.
No, dude. /RD20.
And Kanan's still gonna be helping you, correct?
Yeah. It's
Okay, then, yeah.
RD20 +2.
Yeah, give it a +2 to that.
Yeah.
Pray for me.
Oh my god.
What did I tell you?
What the fuck?
Oh,
Grace, go away. I don't want to play with you right now.
oh, so sorry.
So does the pan not heat up, or is it like he totally fumbles?
Yeah, so you and Kanan do your best attempts to cook this dish, but unfortunately, due to either a lack of communication or poor tools, you're unable to create the dish as best as it could be.
What the fuck?
It's definitely burnt, and but it's still eatable. It's just very burnt on the edges.
I want a fucking do-over. That's bullshit.
Paul is gonna clasp his hands together, look at Kanan, and be like, "Throw it away." We have enough to make more.
Are you gonna start over?
Yes.
Okay, well, Kaden picks up the obviously burnt dish and
Feed it to the bartender.
okay.
Kanan's like, I don't care.
Here you go, barkeep, for your troubles.
He just kind of takes one look at the burnt thing, and he tries picking it up and tries to clean it.
Roger is sitting here like he smells something burning and it's just like
The smell would
Ooh.
definitely be wafting out of the kitchen, and
Grace, go away.
the outside would definitely be able to smell it.
Roger's just looking a little nervous.
Alright, do we want to try that again, Paul?
We're gonna try that again.
Okay.
It's a good thing I have field rations.
Let's just say
Everyone's just eating
This
chips.
phase,
nothing.
nothing is wrong.
Okay, so you guys are starting over. Just
Yeah.
remember,
Yes.
let's say you get 2 more tries.
Okay. Fair enough.
That works because I have enough for that. So
Okay. Just remember,
Right.
just remember the finite ingredients now.
Okay.
Okay. So you're starting over again, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
We're in the
Determine
prep phase again.
determine cooking phases.
Huh?
Okay. So roll a d20 plus 2 for the prep work.
okay.
Oh, there we go. You forgot the +2.
No, but that's fine. So that's
Okay.
15.
Fine, it's
So
15.
So you just met the requirement.
That's for prepping.
Yep. So you managed to prep very well now that you've managed to get a handle of the tools that you're working with, and you're able to communicate better with each other now as to prepping the ingredients. Okay, now on to the actual cooking. Since you completed the prep work successfully, I'd say it's another +2 to the cooking.
Oh, nice.
So that's +4.
Yeah.
Paul
I
is
was
gonna
gonna
stop for a minute and lean
And out of the kitchen.
Hey,
Hey,
Roger,
Roger,
would
would you like to help?
Oh, all right.
Do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. I just
Just-
need him.
Okay.
Roger,
Tell me
Roger
he's
would walk
something-
back in. Roger would walk into the kitchen, and you would definitely smell like a stronger scent of tar from the previous attempt.
He's just trying to not look perturbed by the.
Yeah, but you do see in front of Kanan and Paul, though, is a beautifully prepared set of ingredients.
Paul
Paul's just gonna look at Roger and be like,
just
stand there,
Don't
move.
move. He's
Gonna go back over to the ingredients.
And now,
Now we're gonna start to cook.
Okay, so is Roger gonna be helping now, or?
He's
Helping. He's standing there.
Oh, that's cheating.
So he's not actually helping.
Am I just a good luck charm over here?
Because if he's
Paul
not
figures-
actually helping, you don't get the
Paul
additional
figures-
+2.
Paul
Figures maybe this will help. If I have the right environment.
All right, so he's there for moral support, but he's not actually helping.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, unless there's some way for him to do so. Just
It's still just gonna be a +2 from Kanan.
Okay.
okay.
And then another +2 for the
For
From
the
the
prep.
prep work,
Yeah.
yeah.
the +4.
Yep. So you need to hit a 12 for the cooking.
Oh no.
Even
With the 4, it makes it an 8.
Oh, I love the indie.
Paul, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? It smells burnt.
This is hell on earth right now.
It's like, it smells burnt. What is this?
Roger just
So yeah, you
pets
you
him
do
on
your
the
best to cook with the immaculate ingredients again, but the dish doesn't come out quite the way you want it. It's definitely better than It's definitely better than the last attempt was, but it's still a little bit burnt.
I
I guess the bartender is getting second. Keenan.
Yeah, you got one more attempt.
Here you go, barkeep.
Yeah, you go out and you see the barkeep has actually legitimately like scrubbed off and scratched off some of the burnt edges from the previous dish. And now he starts to get to work on this new one you gave him. Like right full in view of Falmouth and Victor.
You sure you don't need my help?
No!
Do you want me to actually help this time?
Fine.
Just a
Paul's having a
resignated,
day.
Oh lord.
just a resignated like fine.
He just got his fucking elbows up on the table and just has his head in his hands and is like, fine.
So you guys are trying again, right?
Just
Yeah.
last
That's-
attempt.
Let's try the prep work again. It's a 15. Since both Roger and Kanan are helping, I'll give it a +4.
I'm debating either using this fucking website or having Shrine roll one of the die. I don't know if you have any of yours. What?
I'm fine with either.
You
Have your dice on there?
I can pull it out. It just says
That's
That's how
music-
Roger is helping. You roll the die.
I'm gonna roll the dice. Okay.
I don't trust my hands anymore. I've been having a bad day all day.
If
Roger makes it worse. I don't know.
If it's a nat one,
But yes,
if it's
all
a nat
right.
one, you automatically fail. I'm just putting that out there.
All
Paul
right.
just stares at Roger.
It is a 15.
Nice.
God.
Okay, since you hit a random mark, you do it. You prep work even better than before. Now that you have 3 people on the job, all the ingredients are now sprawled out in front of you, well organized and well sliced.
Paul just looks at the ingredients and is just like, okay, third time's a charm. I hope it is a charm.
Am I rolling again?
Cooking.
Mhm.
You need to hit a 12 with a +4 this time and another +2 for the good prep work, so that's a +6.
We have an 8.
Okay, you at least hit it this. You at least hit it
You
this
made it.
time.
Oh my
You
god,
got a
dude.
14. You got a 14.
Ah.
So your little cooking party proves that third time really is a charm, and you managed to cook it just the way you like it. It comes out beautifully, like perfectly scented, and also just no burnt edges. Just looks perfect.
Any other finishing touches?
Yeah, finishing touches, I'll just say 10.
Okay.
Okay.
And finishing touches don't ruin a dish. It's just like additional buffs you could get if it's done well.
10 exactly.
Yeah, Roger really did help. Nice.
Paul,
Okay.
Paul just grabs Roger's face and just kisses him. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
Kanan just looks away awkwardly.
You
Almost made Shine spit out her soda.
Okay. I just see like Paul like salt baying this.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you put on some finishing touches with some additional herbs and spices, and you finish the dish, and it comes out looking beautifully. Just enough portions for all of you.
Awesome, because it makes 12.
Just enough portions for all of you. It's fine.
You made 12. All right.
What the fuck?
Okay. You take it out. All 3 of us get up to the goddamn table.
Okay.
Roger walks past the bartender, and he would see that 2 now cleaned off previous attempts of the dish right in front of the bartender.
Okay
And he
then.
just kinda goes back to just manning the station, just looking blankly ahead.
We have breakfast.
Paul
Paul's just gonna sit down and just stare at his plate for a minute.
In the kitchen?
Are you still in the kitchen or?
No, he's gonna go to the kitchen with everybody else.
Pull up the thing.
Get sequestered the kitchen out of shame.
Yep.
Okay. So you all have your dishes in front of you. Why don't you pick a table?
I guess we're just stealing an extra chair.
Yeah, they have merged into one.
Yeah. Kanan steals an extra chair from another table. Like, whoop! Whoop.
Nice, nice. All right. So your party is now free to dig in. And as for RP purposes, since you cooked it, Rattle, why don't you take over the RPing of what they're seeing in front of them?
Fuck
If I know. How do you even describe that? All I can say is it's fucking okonomiyaki.
You're the cook.
Dude, you're the chef.
Have fun with it.
Paul
is just gonna look at everybody and be like,
it
"It is food."
Kanan just stares at him and stares
Do you
back
wanna-
at the food.
Do you want to? If you don't want to explain it, do you want to post a picture instead?
Yes, I am.
I
I had already planned on that.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Roger is already tucking in. It's good food, is what it is.
Kanan sniffs it for a moment, then takes a bite. This is actually pretty good. And he starts eating his portion. Oh, this is very good.
Paul's
I'm gonna look at Kanan and Roger and be like, "Whatever happened in the kitchen,
did
not happen."
What are we talking about now?
You got it.
Exactly.
You okay,
Nom
Drake?
nom. Uh-oh. Is his mic not working again?
I don't know.
No, it
Right.
should be.
Drake, can you hear
We
us?
can hear you.
Thank you for your hard work, Paul. This looks great. And Volnus digs in.
I'm
I'm just gonna say those two helped way
way
more this time.
They're very good sous chefs,
Mhm.
especially Roger with those rolls.
Yeah.
And
Since it makes 12 servings, I was gonna look at Roger and be like, "I believe you wanted to take something back to one of our, I guess, new friends, maybe."
I mean, I guess you could call them new friends.
Oh, you are you gonna take it to Periwinkle?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Roger felt bad for us beating.
Look, we beat the hell out of that boy.
Oh, let me go with you.
I figure we could all go after we finish eating.
Nope.
Caitlin's like, we're not taking Victor anywhere. Like,
Victor is not allowed near that child.
PTSD.
But Baldric doesn't get anything, or whatever his name is.
Okay, so just to clarify, who altogether is going to offer the food?
Me and
Kanan.
Fuck.
Okay.
yep.
Falmouth will go with just because he had helped heal up Periwinkle, whatever his name is.
Periwinkle.
He'll go too since he had helped like heal him after that.
Oh, Drake's using the bathroom. I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Give Paul some time to get over his shame.
Okay, but
Paul's
I'm gonna look at Victor and just be like,
I'm
almost tempted to have you go and get more ingredients.
Oh,
But I'm
that's
going
just
to resist.
exploitation.
That's called a mob hit. But hey, just look at it this way. Goes to show having somebody you love in the kitchen really helps. But yeah, I don't think I need to do a map transition here. So we'll just do the stuff. So you travel back towards the shop again, and you find that the door is still kind of wobbly, like it's barely hanging off on the side, and the door is definitely still swung open for you.
Roger was just sort of tap on the side of the door. Anyone home?
The door just literally falls off when you try to tap.
Ooh.
Mm.
Inside you just briefly see the shopkeeper before he like instantly ducks his head down below with a squeal, and he asks you, "Oh, what do you want?"
Kanan walks in, and puts some of the food on the counter. We come here to apologize for the little mishap earlier.
Consider it a peace offering.
Bildrath just sort of slightly like pokes his head from above where he was hiding behind the counter, and just looks at what you cooked.
It's
And,
for you and the boy.
He kind of eyes it suspiciously, and you're just like, it's not poison, is it?
No.
Of course not.
Listen. My boy would be upset and offended at the idea of poisoning food. He's that serious about being a chef.
Bildrath just sort of slams the counter twice and calls out, Periwimple, come out here! And Periwimple comes out, and you see that he's still bandaged up from when Kanan bandaged him. He's still kind of recovering from the ordeal. And he looks at the party with a sort of discern, but the minute he sees Kanan, he just sort of points and goes, nice lizard.
Kanan just waves at them. Hi, Perry. Would you like some food? You look like you could use something to eat.
He claps his hands and he runs towards you. And he smiles and just giggles a little bit. And he's like, food!
Oh dear. Okay. Kanan hands him the portion of the food he put on the counter.
Oh, those are big servings.
Yep. Those are the usual sizes.
Oh my goodness.
They're very large, savory pancakes, yes.
Here, why don't you try some?
Teppanyaki?
So he doesn't even know what it is, but he just knows that it smells delicious. So he just sort of takes one in his hand. He just sort of shoves it in his mouth. Like you see little bits of green onion just like flying out the sides of his mouth as he just starts chewing with his mouth open in front of you.
Some of it gets on Kanan, and he kind of just brushes it off nonchalantly.
Well, I think that's a good seal of approval.
You see his eyes like slowly light up bright, and he goes like, "So good." Like, and then Bildrath just sort of now that he's seen that his nephew has eaten it safely, relatively, he just grabs one of them and nibbles on it a little bit, and his eyes sort of just raise up a bit, but he just starts nodding. Goes like, "This is actually pretty nice."
I mean, we figured it's the least we could do.
So,
And,
no hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Standing in the middle of a broken store.
Periwimple just sort of starts swallowing the first one and starts eating another one while still talking at the same time. And he says like, "New friend?"
Yes, new friend.
Bildrath just sort of slaps the boy on his hip and just says, "No, not Periwimple. They're honored guests. Treat them as such."
Kanan sort of stares at him, like, no, if he wants to call us friends, then that's what we are to him.
Strahd just sort of just nods along and just smiles like, of course, sir. Anything we can help you with? He nervously just sort of like starts shaking his hands.
No, we just came here as for peace offering. Yeah, so
Your breakfast.
yeah, figured you guys would be hungry, so we'll just we'll be on our way. You be good, Perry.
We're just all gonna awkwardly scoot out the door.
As you're leaving, Perry Wimple would just give a big wave to you all and just go like, "Bye, friends."
Bye, boy.
Oh, okay, that made me feel a whole lot better about that.
I mean, he was more or less an innocent in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
And we did beat the hell out of him.
Yeah,
Right.
leaving Victor behind was probably a good idea.
probably.
Okay, so they're gonna head back to the tavern.
Okay. So you head back into the tavern, finding it the same as usual. Let me check in with Drake first. Is Drake still? Drake, are you here?
Oh,
I think he went to the bathroom.
Must have to drop a log.
I was gonna quickly head back into the kitchen,
Oh, he's
grab
here.
grab a couple of the mugs, and bring out the fucking jugs of rum, ale, and beer he got.
Set
Some down on the table. You guys are probably gonna need these.
Yeah, if you're talking, Drake, we can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can't
haven't been able to
hear
hear
you.
you.
Nope.
Yeah, you may want to reconnect to Discord. Hello.
Nope.
No, still not hearing anything.
Yeah, we're still not hearing you, Drake.
Maybe check your voice settings in Discord. Maybe it got switched around to make sure the cables are plugged in properly.
Can you guys hear me?
There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Am I gonna have to buy you a new headset or something?
I use the laptop feature itself.
Oh,
That
Might be the problem.
yeah.
Yeah, laptop mics are pretty shitty.
I go with what I can afford it. And let's be honest, until this, I really didn't use this all that much.
Well, this campaign's gonna be lasting a while, so I think investing in a good mic will do you good. So just to recap, Kanan and Falmouth and Roger literally went as peace ambassadors back to the shop and made a friend out of Harry Wimple.
I heard about leaving me behind being a good idea.
Considering what you did to the kid, it might have been a good idea.
Okay, once he started it, I finished it. Okay. Don't act like I'm the one who made this huge problem.
What's done is done.
Be grateful he's alive.
Kanan just stares at him.
Everybody did us like that.
Buddy disliked that.
Gotta have one asshole in the group, I guess.
I'm not an asshole. I just don't tolerate people threatening me or trying to screw me over.
I was just gonna stare at him while taking a sip of rum.
Is that meme with like the drinking and sideways glance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kanan takes a large gulp of his rum.
And as the group is enjoying their breakfast still, they hear the door to the tavern open.
Ooh, that actually startled me.
And through it, they see that it was Ismark again, returning to see them. He gives a wave over to the group and grabs a chair and sits near your table and looks over to you and goes like, "Hey there, folks.
Good morning.
I trust your night was good."
It was.
More or
Because
less.
Ismark just listening. Well, because I just had to deal with some complaints from a merchant recently about a little altercation that happened.
What altercation?
Can't prove anything.
Immediately. Ismark just sort of gives a little side swipe of his hand at the air, and he goes like, it's fine.
Yeah, boundaries, that's nothing new here. It's okay.
He goes on to explain, Bildrad's always been a bit of a, well, for lack of a better word, ass. So, I'm used to getting some complaints about newcomers with him. But, you know, I leave you alone for one morning, and you've already upset some of the some of the merchants in this town, or should I say,
Really?
the only merchant in this town.
We were under the impression he was the only merchant.
Please, if there's another one, please let us know.
Ismark just sort of smirks him. Wouldn't we be so lucky if that was true?
And to be fair, we pretty much put everything back as, it was when we got there, minus the door.
Ismark just sort of just shakes his head and goes like, like I said, don't worry about it. More importantly, though, have you given any more thought about what I proposed last night?
We had to fight just to get breakfast.
Literally, in this case.
Ismark just sort of gives a small puff of a laugh and goes like, trust me, knowing how to fight your way through for some food is gonna come in handy in a place like this.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to bug more people?
Please don't say that.
Kanan kind of shoves Victor with his elbow. Shut up.
Again, literally what I put in Discord with the salad cat meme. That's everybody with Victor. Just...
Pretty much. I know shits we're giving.
Like that, and the why are you booing me? I'm right.
Yeah, that's very much a meme.
I need
That
to
will be
say
my
something.
flag.
Well,
Yeah, Ismark looks back at the party and just says, yeah, well, it's real good that your folks have decided to help, but we have a little bit of a situation on our hands.
What kind of situation?
Well, I told you that my sister can be somewhat obstinate.
Stubborn.
Turns out she's refusing to leave until we can get some proper burial rites for our father, who's now passed.
Sorry for your loss.
Look at Kanan, you're a priest.
Kanan just stares at him.
Ismark just nods, and while we do appreciate that, I believe she would prefer it to be a Ravenloft tradition for a priest of our town to do the proceedings.
Fair enough.
I'm not all for traditions like that, but if my sister wants to do that, and then we'll get her to agree to come along, then I might need some help with this.
If it'll get her to shut up and move, then it's fine with me.
Jesus, Father.
What? John, this is the fort, not a school.
People say I'm hostile.
Glad you need the fort.
So what exactly is the problem? We just need to get a priest?
Better priest, apparently.
What exactly
Oh, fuck
are
off.
the burial right?
Well, will the paladin cut it?
Probably not.
Is it because they're lizards?
Now, there's a young man in town. I'll tell you, he's a very nice lizard.
Ismark just continues to shake his head. No, nothing like that.
Look, I know they look hungry, but they're harmless.
Look, I don't know how it's done outside, but the religious worship here is done a little bit differently, and, well, unfortunately, the father of our little village just happens to be indisposed. And we don't know why, but my sister wants to help.
Disposed. How?
You
He
see,
gets
you say indisposed. I hear prisoner.
He sort of just shrugs and just goes, "Hell if I know, but as the now acting burgomaster of this town, I will have to ask if you can help me in this little venture."
Let me finish my drink. Kanan gulps down his mug of all of its contents, then slams the mug on the table. Okay, I'm done.
Another. Anyway, but
No. Let's get up and do something before I'm compelled to punch Victor in the face.
what? You really want to walk around this town sober?
All right, so
I'd rather not be drunk and not able to see and tell what's going on around me.
What kind of paladin are you? You're supposed to fight better when you're drunk.
A smart one.
Plus, I'm pretty sure you're burning up that alcohol.
I'm not a monk.
All right, so is everyone done eating, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I literally am.
Okay, give me just 1 sec, folks.
Can you give me a bowl of water, please, John?
You have to speak with more authority.
Drake, shut up.
All right, so upon all of your party finishing their food, Ismark just claps his hand and gets up from his chair, and he goes, "Perfect. Well, if you will follow me, then I'll lead you to our little mansion where my sister awaits."
Meow. Meow.
Guido.
Roger's just muttering, "I'm a little afraid of what a mansion looks like in this place."
Whoa, what? His eye contact.
Whoa! It went huge. And then, like...
Sounds like some Roll20 stuff is happening.
I don't think this shit happens on Critical Role.
Okay, so you guys are now back outside the tavern. Let me change the map.
Any of you guys check out Critical Role yet?
Yeah.
Stop watching it.
I watched most of the first or second season. I don't know. It's been a while.
Wait, how many seasons are we on?
I have no
Who
idea.
the fuck knows? I stopped at the beginning of season 2.
It was fun.
I'm gonna have to check it out because my dad was blowing up my phone about it is quote D&D as a cartoon.
Yeah, it's because a lot of popular voice actors do it.
Ismark trails ahead of your group, but as you walk out of the tavern, you hear a little bit of a commotion right nearby. Right nearby the tavern, you would see the sound of hear the sound of a small wooden wheel rolling across some damp cobbles on the road. And you trace the sound to what seems to be a hunched figure nearby that's been bundled in rags. And it looks like an old woman pushing along a rickety wooden cart throughout the foggy town.
I could see her shouting, "Probable cause! Probable cause!"
And You see that she is talking to the residents of a nearby house, and you can't exactly hear the conversation, but it starts to get a little bit louder as they're arguing back and forth. The old lady grabbing the arm of what looks like to be a child and just pulling them along away from their parents, as the parents are looking quite distressed.
Hey,
Okay, that we should probably go look.
Everybody,
boy.
wait, there's a kid.
look.
I gotta deal with this.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, small break, everybody.
Oh, I get to eat my lasagna.
Oh, nice. You got lasagna?
Uh-huh.
Just watch out for Garfield.
Whoa.
I'm also glad to see the auto boot music for Roll20 is working.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally. And then I don't hear it anymore.
Yeah, I paused a little bit since we're waiting.
Oh.
we go to confront the old lady. Roll for initiative.
Don't say that.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Send Victor in.
Victor will probably chop the lady's head off.
I mean, if it saves the kid.
And injure the kid in the process.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
What's happening?
He's my Twitch chat. He'll just wheel the kid like the club and beat the old lady. It provides weapon to just -4 to proficiency used. Seeing how Kanan is a dad, he would be greatly offended by that.
Yeah, I'm assuming Kanan's not exactly liking the looks of this situation.
Huh?
I'm assuming Kanan's not exactly liking the looks of the situation.
No, he's not. Man, no music. It's awkward.
Don't worry, it'll come back on.
I don't like that.
The battle music.
Roll for fucking initiative. Kanan sees that players. Alright, here's fire for you. Fire for you.
Watch, we're gonna find out this lady's a fucking loan shark.
Oh.
It's fun hearing my players theorize.
Maybe she's a witch or something. She's trying to kidnap the boy. I don't know. Are there witches in this campaign?
You know, I can't give you a direct response.
Oh.
I mean, technically speaking, which is a class. So.
Oh. What was that?
That's me coughing.
Oh. You know what helps suppress your cough?
Not having a fungal infection.
Oh, well, yeah, but I meant some honey.
Unfortunately, I don't have any right now.
Oh, that's great.
You don't
should
have
get
any
some.
honey?
Let's get a honeycomb. Oh man.
There's
Mel's
like,
out. Mel's out here marketing honey to people.
you're so into honey now.
I am. Absolutely am. These are badasses. Oh man. Nothing beats a cold thing of water when you're eating.
It's true.
Like, people like alcohol and stuff like that, but just give me a big old tall cold glass of water.
Funny you say that when you drank mead in this campaign.
Oh,
And
Kanan
that
likes
rum.
his alcohol. Kanan likes his alcohol.
Kanan is different from Mel.
Yeah.
They're not.
Does Kana share your love of honey?
Huh? Of course he
Does
does.
Kana share your
Like,
love of honey?
he likes mead. You know what mead's made from, right?
Nope.
It's
I'm assuming
fermented honey
honey.
water.
Yeah. Sorry.
We get it,
But it
turns
Like
my stomach.
honey is like one of the main ingredients of mead. It's specifically made from fermenting honey.
Yeah, we don't exactly get much mead over here. I still adore the two failed attempts at this. Not even really failed, but I think perfectionist Paul just didn't want to deal with it.
Here's a question. Is everybody going to take turns in cooking a dish each night?
That all depends on Paul, I think.
I was gonna say,
Depends
you
on-
assume Paul's gonna let you.
It depends on Paul. It depends on the ingredients we can get.
If that's the case, though, it might be fun if we had
Potluck.
a different signature dish for everybody. In which case, I'll have to ask what everyone's the best at making for their characters.
I'd have to think about that one.
I mean, I've already told you what. I mean, I've already told Max what Falm is best at.
Remind me again?
Probably have a sweet
dish.
Rucker would probably have like some sort of
sweet dish.
Some sort of
Did you
what?
say sweet dish? Is that what you're
Yes.
saying? Oh, okay.
You know, beer nuts.
Kanan would probably have something that's like more hearthy.
Beef Wellington?
Like hearthy ingredients.
Hearthy or hearty?
Hearth.
Testing.
Hey!
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. That was my dad calling.
Oh.
Everything okay?
Oh,
Did you
yeah, no,
hear about Critical
he,
Role?
he just called here just so he can talk for a little bit.
Did you hear about Critical Role, son?
Okay, first off, he does not talk like that. Not remotely like that.
Okay,
I have
now that
never
we're...
been son.
I think we can get back into it now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, getting back into it, the party is witness to an old lady still just getting into an argument with some parents and grabbing their child away from them.
So Kanan is, Kanan obviously doesn't like that, so
This struck a nerve.
he, okay, sort of shouts out, "Hey, what's going on here?"
And the old woman just turns their head towards... Oh, sorry. She turns her head towards you, and she gives a very displeased look. as she seems to recognize something in you all. And Ismark turns around and sees that you had stopped and called out. And he takes a second to notice what's going on. And he walks back towards the group.
Huzzah!
You can feel free to continue, Mo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was eating some moose cake. What's going on here? Why are you taking that child?
The old woman just looks over at Kanan and goes like, "It's just a simple payment, noble cleric. You see, I peddle my wares around for this town for years, and when some customer cannot pay, well, a payment must be made by some assets that they own, as I'm sure you know."
Children aren't assets.
Oh, hell no.
I think we found our next victim.
Let
I
the boy
must-
go.
I must say that I find this quite disagreeable.
The old woman just looks at you all with a knowing look, and she just lets her grip go of the child, who runs back into the house with her parents. And the old woman just sighs, and she goes like, "Very well."
How much did they owe you?
Why, they wanted a full dozen set of my dream pastries, of course, which means it will be 12 gold pieces.
You're fucking shitting me.
The old woman just sort of gives out a little devious laugh, and she goes, "It is no lie. My dream pastries are the best in the land, and they help cure the people of the despair that woes them in this land."
I have my doubts.
I am going to address the family. Is that true?
The parents just sort of looked at you with consternation and just holds close to their child, and just nervously says out, like, "Please, we don't want any trouble."
Answer the damn question.
Victor,
Yes,
Victor.
Victor.
The parents just sort of close the door on the situation and just retreat back into their home away from the old woman. And
Nice.
you
Nice.
and the old
You might-
woman the old woman just sort of gives out another sign and goes like, "Well, I suppose I'll just have to visit them another day now, won't I? Good day
Nope.
to you all." He starts like just going back to her rickety cart and starts pushing it again.
Negative. I will toss 12 gold.
you have 12 gold?
Yes, actually, I do.
Oh my god.
My first thought was, I'll toss 12 gold. Hey guys, can I borrow 12 gold?
Consider the debt paid.
The old woman just takes a look at the gold and she counts it out, and a little grin goes across her face, and as you see her like rotted teeth, and she just get her shaky hands just give a wave over it, Victor. And it says like, "How very kind of you, stranger. I'd sure hope you will be a customer again." She then grabs one of her pastries and then brings it up to Victor's face, like, "Since you paid for it, would you like some?"
I shall take this. You said it was a muffin?
They're basically like
She,
they're basically like meat pies, though, by
Okay.
appearance.
I shall take
I
this meat pie. You.
think that's a pie.
Don't eat that.
She don't need to know that.
So you're taking the 12 pies from her
I'll take a pie.
because you technically paid for 12.
For the
Give
child.
And give the rest to the other family. That was the whole point of paying.
All right. All right. So you're basically refusing the 11 from her, right? Just one.
I will take the one. They can take the 11. Yeah, they can take the family can take the 11.
The old woman sort of bows her head at you and says, "Very well, sir. If that's what you wish, she just places the meat pie in your hands as you feel how clammy her old wrinkled hands are.
Oh god, it's like a Stephen King novel.
And she carts back towards the home, and she just leaves 11 meat pies at their doorstep as the old lady just starts wheeling her cart away past you all, and Ismark just staying directly clear out of her way as if he was afraid.
What do you know,
No.
Burger Master?
Ismark waits until she's like very clear out of sight before he answers like that was not good. That was Morgantha.
Who's she?
Needless to say, she's one of the bigger operators working in our town for Strahd. I don't know what kind of deal they have, but Strahd's already made an announcement and no one's to interfere with her business.
Well,
Maybe paid her for her
she
business.
technically got paid, so.
I mean, where was this little tidbit of information when I was screaming at her?
Ismark just sort of shakes his head. It's like, look, some people have already messed with her in the past, and I'd rather not end up being like them, okay? Let's just move on.
Got it, gotta kill the old lady.
Oh my
No.
god.
Might want to have Paul take a look at that thing before you even consider eating it.
Don't eat it, throw it away.
Given what was going down with our cooking earlier, I don't know if we should necessarily part with food.
All right.
Wow,
You can
literally.
find your own food from here on out.
Look, don't get mad just because you almost burned down the tavern.
You can find your own food from here on out.
I'll remember that when I gotta fight your battles for you.
Alright, so what are you gonna do with the pie, Dreg?
I just store it for now.
Okay, so you can add one dream pastry pie to your inventory.
Oh boy. Victor is not making any friends in this party.
No, he's not.
Look, I'm just speaking very plainly, very bluntly.
There's a thing called tact, my good man.
There's always one.
You might want to leave negotiations or anything like that to the people who are a bit more silver-tongued.
I didn't see any of you offering to pay these people's debt.
You didn't even give us the opportunity to. You jumped right in.
Okay, fine, cool. Give me 12 gold back.
No. Shall we move on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's head along. Yeah.
Yeah, Ismark continues leading you guys along down into the city. Whoa, okay, now the icon thing is doing the thing on my screen.
Expand Ismark.
His dick grew 3 times that day.
Oh goodness.
So as Ismark is heading down this road, you start to see in the distance the site of a large manor. The outside is very dilapidated and worn away, just like the rest of the houses. But from the appearance and the size, you can definitely tell that it's the home of someone who is of better means than the rest of the town.
Victor's still back there, like, screw you guys, I'm going home.
Sorry, I was eating something.
Not the meat pie.
He's stuffing a dream pastry in his mouth.
So you come across this mansion. You see that the iron gates outside that quarters off the area from the mansion is very twisted and well torn, and the right gate lies cast aside, while the left side of the gate swings kind of lazily in the wind. And as you pass through, there's noticeable squeal and clang as the gates repeatedly, just swing apart due to the pressure. And you see that there are a lot of weeds that choke the grounds and press almost like a menace upon the house itself. And against the walls of the house, you see that there are a lot of growths and vegetation just spiraling all around the domain. And there's also a lot of claw markings that are striped away at the paint of the home. And
goodness.
the claw marks and the black marks definitely tell that there have been signs of struggle and a fight.
You know, the last house we went into didn't end up so well.
Yeah,
Are we gonna get stuck in this?
one?
Yeah, there's a lot of shards of glass near all the windows. As you see that all the windows have been pretty much boarded up, and because all the glass have broken apart from them.
Rogers just looks at him. Damn, bitch, you live like this?
And you say I have no tact.
And as you go through the gate, you finally reach the door, and Ismark knocks on the big door very loudly. But you can tell that he's doing it in such a pattern that somebody would recognize. A little section of the door slides open as you see some eyes peer through, and when they see who it is, the door just swings open. Ismark just motions for you to follow along with him inside.
I guess we're going in.
Might as well.
No reason not to follow.
Or is there? All right, give me 1 sec, folks. I think I have a map for this.
You think he has a map?
What do you say?
Nothing.
I do have a map for this. Thank God.
He has a map.
And there was much.
Kanan has some pretty good pipes.
He probably used it to give his child a lullaby.
Oh.
I say child.
He strikes me
Okay.
as a tenor.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Give me a sec. Just readjusting a token so they work on this map.
Mm.
So it doesn't look awkward. I gotta think of a macro soon to help with teleporting characters sooner through maps.
Did
Did you look at the token thing I showed you, or no?
For some reason it doesn't work with the setup I have, so I'm gonna have to figure out why.
I'm just picturing Kanan singing that song by what's it called? Ninja Sex Party. It's bedtime.
Oh.
Oh God.
Why 4?
Okay. So I think we're good. Let me check. If the lighting is off, let me know. Whoa, okay, wrong one. Never mind.
A lot of weird shit.
I hear music, but I don't. Everything's just back. Oh, never mind. I had to scroll down.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the map.
That music, though.
Well, he is the Burgomaster.
Do you like it?
Very Castlevania.
I'm sure there's a reason for that.
Yeah, do you wonder why?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, the-
Are we supposed to be able to see the entire inside of the house, or no?
Oh, no. I think that might be a lighting thing again.
Well.
Are you all able to see everything?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa, he went robot.
Are you all able to see everything? Or?
Max,
You're going robot again.
How about now?
much
There we
better.
go.
Okay. Are you all able to see everything, or?
No.
No.
It might just be those who are using Opera.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to see, Roger.
Okay.
Okay. Is anyone else having lighting issues or no?
I can only see a frontal cone of the door.
Same.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to see.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Let me bring up my handy dandy little DM notes.
Handy dandy notebook.
But
We are looking for blues clues. We are looking for blues
Blues
clues.
looking for blues clues.
Because it's really fun.
This is a really
You
fucked up
disappeared for
blues.
about 10 years.
This is a really fucked up Blues Clues episode.
It's
I like
fine.
Bluey.
It's
So-
fine. It's the reboot.
Inside, you see that Ismark is hailed by a maid who had opened a door for your party to come in. You see the interior of the mansion is very well furnished, but the fixtures, as far as you can see, are very odd. You see the boarded up windows from inside, and yeah, it's very off from what you can see.
Oh,
Because
what the fuck's with the windows?
Ismark just sighs and tells you that, yeah, well, I've told you that we've been attacked several times by Strahd trying to get my sister, right?
we don't question
Oh.
your goals.
That wasn't a lie. He sent everything he could at us. Magic, wolves, you call it.
A
Yes,
child.
my sister and my family have managed to make do, but unfortunately my father was a casualty.
How is the house still standing?
Ismark just shrugs and just says, "Pure luck, I suppose."
Question: what are these bundles supposed to be around?
They're wood for the boarding up of the windows.
Windows.
Okay, all right.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
I like-
Wood.
Yeah, you notice all the wood bundles around, and you can see that they're very well prepared for the worst if the windows get breached again.
Shall we press on?
That's up to our host.
Shit, my glasses.
Okay, Velma.
Jinky.
Wait, what? Oh, fuck off!
My glasses.
All right, gang, let's split up and search for clues.
Unfortunately for you, there's no Daphne here for you to go off on your own with.
Ooh.
I'm looking at a chick right up there.
Yeah, our group is a total sausage fest.
It is.
So which
That
I mean,
one?
not that I got a problem with that or anything. Just saying.
That was definitely your guys' choice.
I didn't expect everybody to like do so.
You know, when a female finally does come, it's gonna be like a girl. What? A girl? A girl?
So you go inside and you see that you're in a about 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall that leads to a brightly lit chapel door at the end. The hall itself is very unlit and it reeks of mildew. There's 4 doors, 2 on each side, and they lead into adjacent chambers. And you see that the chapel ahead of you is strewn about with debris. Yeah.
We found the Scooby-Doo hallway.
Looking for clues.
Alright, so which way are we headed? leave her at the end.
Is your mic working?
Right, I was gonna say your mic sounds like
Yeah.
say
Now?
No.
no.
What the? Now?
Oh,
Try that again.
Kind of distant.
Do you hear me scratching the mic?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear it.
okay.
There it
Now
There
is.
you
I can hear
go.
it. There you go. Yeah, I was
Yay,
too far
there's
behind
Julia.
my
Yeah.
Why
mic.
do I have to eat the mic?
Eat the mic, consume it.
It will give you power.
So which
Which way are we going here?
So
I'm guessing we're following Ismark.
Ismark just points you towards the ruined chapel and just waits for you to follow along. And he steps aside and gestures towards the big door. So she hasn't really come out ever since the situation this morning I told you about. So if you can convince her, I welcome the effort.
Right.
What's her name again?
Ismark just looks at you and goes like, her name's Arena.
Arena.
Oh.
There's some irony in there.
What do you say, Drake?
Nothing. Alright, so who wants to attempt this?
Are we looking at an open door or a closed door here? Is she like barricaded?
It's a closed door. It's the most heavily barricaded door you've seen so far.
Okay.
I guess Alma's gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lady Arena, may we speak with you?
Okay. Give me 1 sec, folks.
You know, maybe you should warn her that there's a dragonborn about to open the door.
He's just gonna try and speak to the door, if anything. Because it's barricaded.
I'm just gonna say, because I don't know how common you guys are here.
I mean, the door is barricaded, and he's not gonna try and break it in.
It's fine. He's a nice lizard.
Yeah, he don't eat meat, mostly.
Dragon, not lizard. I don't do that tongue thing.
Just picture that.
By the way, okay. So Falmus is the one trying, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did you knock on the door or?
Knocked and just said, Lady Arena, may we speak with you?
Okay. So for a bit, you don't hear any replies, but eventually you see a couple of eyes dart out from like a section of the door that slides open. It closes again, and the voice asks in a very it's a feminine, but you can tell that it's one that's been very strengthened and matured as she asks you, who is this?
Oh, come on,
My
you gotta
name
do a better
is-
feminine voice than that.
You want me to do a feminine voice?
Yes!
Yes.
Look,
Look, if we have to roleplay, so do you.
Oh god, fine.
I was looking forward to it.
Were you?
Yes.
Oh my god, fine. I know. Right, the voice goes, who are you?
My
I'll
name
take it.
is My name is Falmer Froithis. I am a paladin of Bahamut.
Irina answers back to you this time with more alertness in her voice as she asks, we know of no paladins of Bahamut in this town. Where are you from?
Not from around this, not from around Barovia, unfortunately. We are outsiders, brought here by the mists.
Ismark just chimes in when you all, so it's like, you can stop giving them the third degree. They're here to help us. Irina just answers back to him, how many times have we heard those words and it ended up being a lie, Ismark? Ismark just sort of looks at your group and just gives you a little bit of gesture to show that he knows he's being difficult.
Well, we did bring peace to the children in that one house on the eastern end of your town.
Before it collapsed in on itself.
Irina just replies back to you. "Yeah, so that was you then."
Yep.
What assurance
that
is
was-
going to have that you're not serving Strahd, though?
Being up the only shopkeeper in town count?
I mean, technically, you have no guarantees whatsoever.
I mean, I don't want to work for him, but I'll work under him.
Roger, no.
Roger.
At this junction, I'm gonna need somebody to do a wisdom check, or charisma check, rather.
I can
Rattles just looks over at me.
So who wants to do it?
I can do a charisma check. I have a +8 to it.
That works.
+4 rather.
Yeah, I'm checking out.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you
roll
go sit in the corner.
Yeah, I have
Look.
a +4 mod to that. So. Oh wait, no, I have a +6 because it's one of my proficiency
I'm-
ones.
What?
Checking out the
roll for me a charisma check.
Mine's the same, I think. For us both working.
Ooh.
Yeah. So who's doing it?
I'm gonna point out here that if I seem prudent, I have a charisma of 8.
Okay.
Okay. So Falmet's the one doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nat 16 +6, so it's 22.
Okay. So Irina just goes towards the door, and she asks yet another question of you. You can tell her tone is lightening up a bit as she goes. Do you swear you're here to help the town, to help the people?
We
I
swear
swear.
Eh,
by the moon and the stars.
Just start doing a little,
Everybody
start
in the
doing a little
town.
dance number.
oh god, that'd be so funny.
So you see the door, the heavily armored and barricaded door, just slowly swing open. You can hear the heavy metal on it grind on the ground as it opens, but it opens the way to Irina's room.
Well, that's one obstacle out of the way.
Roll20 is doing that dumb thing again where it's not letting me show you a handout, so let me just post a picture of Irina just for reference. Okay.
Hey, Biddy, we do not have treats for you. You have to wait.
Wolf. I mean, meow.
Here's what she looks like.
Oh, she's pretty.
She is. Yeah.
And she seems like she can handle herself in a fight.
She kind of had to. So she's revealed to you. The determined-looking woman stares back at your group, her hand still firmly prepared over her blade, as she asks, like, "Then, if what my brother has said about you and what you've done for the town is true, I will need your assistance in granting proper burial rights for my father."
What can you tell us about your customs? Maybe we can help find someone else who might be able to go with the customs if the priest of your village is not able to recover.
She puts her hand over the palm of her blade and just says that my father and the rest of the village were always big worshippers of the Night Mother and the Morning Father. We need to go. We need to go to the church to see what ails the father there.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for a response from the group.
Okay.
Okay, that seems like.
Well,
a plan.
can you show us the way? Ooh.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Ooh.
Irina just nods to Grove's like, even better. I'll help come along. If you're going to be helping me out, I have to measure your worth after all.
Are you sure that's wise?
Considering Strahd is after you specifically.
Irina shakes her head. I've done enough hiding. Ismark just sort of smirks a bit and just goes, "Trust me, when she gets like this, you don't want to argue with her."
I'll take your word for it.
She just sort of
Yep.
walks past Falmouth, despite how much bigger he is than her, and just like brushes past him, and just starts walking past the group and starts leading them already.
Guess we're going to church.
The maid just sort of bows her head respectfully at the group as they leave through the door. Ismark, on the other hand, just trails along in the back.
We're
Well, you
going to Sunday school.
Well, you guys have your first girl in the party now.
Meow.
It's not.
Whose cat is that?
Ours.
Bow, chicka,
We have
bow,
our
bow.
first girl. We have our first girl in the party. The pussy in the room.
The timing, though.
Okay, so give me a sec, folks. I gotta set up the map again. The DM duties. This is probably what happens when players complain about long loading screens.
Mm.
All right, and
Oh, shit, that scared me. Fuck off.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to hit you in the face.
Yes, you totally meant that. Where's my token? Oh.
wait, something.
It Paul's on top of me. Get off me.
Careful now, you don't want to make Roger jealous.
I mean, I'm not above the idea, but...
I'm sure Roger has different concerns regarding that.
So, as you are led back through the town by Irina, you notice she makes a quick stop and turns to the house on the side. This house in particular, you can hear the soft sounds of some wailing coming from it. The noticeable crying of a woman that seems like she's going hysterical. And Irina just sort of looks sorrowfully at the house before she continues on.
I mean, I'd ask if everything's all right, but clearly nothing's all right in this town.
Or in this kingdom.
So she heads up the path and through the diagonal road She leads your party towards the big chapel structure that's all the way on the outskirts of town.
I'm gonna do prank.
So atop this slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports the big castle Ravenloft that overhangs the whole village, you see this big edifice of stone and wood. You can definitely tell this church has weathered multiple assaults similar to the Burgomaster Mansion for centuries on end, and it looks very worn and very heavy. Definitely not as holy looking as the chapel used to look. There's a bell tower that rises from the back all the way, and it flickers a light that shines through some holes that have shingled through the roof. And as you and Irina approach the church doors, you can see that the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and fire marks again.
Well, that bodes well.
Irina just puts her hands on the door and slides her fingers across the claw marks and goes like, "This place was also this. We also tried hiding myself here one time. Strahd didn't let up. He attacked the church and all the residents inside as well, just to get to me."
Not to pry, but you got any idea why you exactly?
She just grits her teeth and just slides her hands off the door and just says, "Whatever it is, that sick monster's killed so many people just to get to me. Whether it's obsession or hate or just to possess me, I don't care. I just want him dead and I want this place safe."
Fair enough. Well,
She just closes her eyes and just sighs as she says, "I apologize. I did not mean to.
no,
Let's just continue."
you're all right.
So your group will enter the church, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
we're going to church.
We have a map for that too.
Flanders.
I think Roger has a song about that. Something like
Take me to church.
Oh goodness.
Gonna be in here like a sinner sweating in church.
All right, give me a sec, folks. We got a map for this too.
Are we sure he won't burst into flame on entering the church?
I mean, is that a thing that happens to tieflings? I would hope not.
That sounds more like a stereotype.
I'm offended.
You all have such a big group now. I have to teleport everybody.
Oh,
Who disconnected?
Greg.
Greg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Get this
Technical
one new
difficulties
laptop.
of that kind.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Greg.
You okay?
Oh, wow, that map sort of took a shit. Is your mic working?
Good question. Is it?
Yeah, there it is.
Is the lighting okay for everybody?
Yeah, for me it is. Ooh, black tie moose cake.
Okay. So Irina just knocks on the door loudly, but when there's no response, she just pushes on the door and pushes it wide open, revealing the church inside. Ismark just stands at the door aside and just goes, "Yeah, you all can have fun. Still can't go in there."
Okay.
What?
Well, shall we go in?
Yeah, Irina, without hesitation, just goes in, and it pretty much expects the rest of the group to follow along. Inside, so you see a very wide open space of a chapel. You see that the chairs and pews are pretty much destroyed on both sides, as definite signs of fight had broken out here. Not much of the old church remains that was intact. And on both sides, as you come in, you see 4 doors, 2 on each side, that lead to different chambers. And at the very end of the hall, all the way at the end of the chapel, you can see you can see a man just kneeling at the altar, and you can hear a soft voice reciting a prayer.
That's kind of strange.
Why is it strange?
I don't know. Just why would he be in a place that's obviously been ransacked? But I don't know. Kenan calls out to him. Excuse me.
As soon as Canaan calls out to him, the prayer is broken, and you can hear a loud, shrill shriek emanate so loudly that it almost shakes the foundation.
Bah!
Mm.
Irina draws her sword in self-defense and asks, "What is that?"
Whatever it is, I don't like the sound of it.
Likely one of Strahd's fiends.
Kenan withdraws his mace.
The man that stands near the altar makes his way closer to you all, and you can see that he wears holy robes befitting that of a pastor, and he holds up his hands in resignation and asks, "Please, do not be afraid. It, I can explain." Irina looks at the man and slowly lowers her sword as she gets closer and said, "Pastor Donovich? What is happening here?" The pastor uh, looks at Irina with a degree of trust, but he looks over to your group with an unknowing look, almost nervous, as he knows that you're not anyone that he's seen before in town. But he looks over at Irina as he still holds his prayer beads in his hands, just shaking as he like holds onto them and still mutters a prayer underneath his breath.
What the hell is going on?
Irina just puts a hand on Pastor Donovich's shoulder, almost to shake him out of his trance, and she slowly speaks to him with a calm look. Just asks, "Pastor, please tell us what's happened." Pastor Donovich just closes his eyes hard as he winces a little, as he just looks over to Irina and you all, and just asks you to, and it just asks you all, "Uh, please just follow me. It'd be better if I just show you."
Very well.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Church is a lot more exciting than I remember.
Probably because they weren't trying to stone you.
Give me 1 sec, folks. The map is not cooperating with me.
It's fine. He's just gone right back into prayer.
He's just actively dissociating. It's fine.
Ooh, I just gotta chill. Ooh.
You're immersed now.
What?
You're immersed now.
Oh, shut up! It's actually pretty chilly.
Pastor Donovich leads your group down into one of the lower doors of the chapel, as Irina closely follows behind him with her sword at the ready. The door, as you can notice now, is heavily locked by chain and padlock, and he uses a key that he takes away from his pocket, and then just opens the padlock and opens the way inside. And with the door open, you can very much more clearly now hear the shrieking wails of what's sounds like a male coming from the room.
Keenan grips onto his mace just in case.
I'm gonna pull out.
Pastor Donovich seems unfazed by these wails now as he just leads you inside. Irina is still very cautious, goes inside with the group. And in the room, you see that it's a very ruined, destroyed room with all the furnishings inside scattered about. But you see that there's a singular trap door that's been locked away and chained down.
I'm getting some major Solomon Kane vibes here.
Not unlike that
That's
other
how we
house.
get done to the dungeon.
Not unlike that other house.
Pastor Donovich just turns back to your group before he continues and asks you all, please, for what you're about to see down there, I ask you not to attack. Please. He means no harm.
Okay,
Victor,
but
that means you.
if that thing bites me, I'm swinging.
No promises. And typically, whenever you say they don't mean harm, they mean harm.
Irina just, even though she is still wary, because Pastor Donovich is a friend to her, she sheathes her sword and just nods. Pastor Donovich then just opens the way down into the basement for you. And as he goes down first and leads your group downwards. Okay, 1 sec, folks. Let me teleport you all.
Teleport?
Yep, that's how it works. You don't enter a portal, you just teleport.
No, he said teleport.
Okay.
That's a really neat effect.
So the basement, as you can see, leads down to a large undercroft that has rough-hewn walls and floor that's looks like it's made of damp clay and earth. There's rotten wooden pillars lining the entire area, and there's a candlelight, or the candlelight from above in the chapel slips through the cracks of the wood floors up above, allowing you to see what looks like to be a very gaunt shape in the far corner as you hear this shape scream out again, calling out, Father, I am hungry!
Oops.
Yeah, that's very much probable cause.
Yes, that's ominous.
Pastor Donovich now displays his prayer beads again and holds onto it very tightly, leading your group slowly towards the center as he gestures for all of you to keep a good distance away. as you are now able to see more of the gaunt figure in the corner. You see that it's a young male that it looks like he's incredibly just now malnourished and also damaged from self-harm wounds. And here, let me show this.
He's emaciated.
And as he continues to shriek out, you can see that he bears very vampiric fangs.
Is there like a perception
Is-
thingy to roll to see if he's a vampire or not?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Or I guess in this case it would be wisdom.
Wisdom.
You
Okay.
can do a wisdom check.
Okay, doke.
Leave that.
The 20 plus 4.
Yeah, I'm making this too.
Nice. So from your training as a holy cleric, you're able to recognize that this young man is not a true vampire, but rather a vampire spawn. He's you can see the bite mark indicative near his body, and that he's been forcibly turned into this monster by a vampire.
You've been harboring a vampire spawn under the church?
Irina squints her eyes to take a closer look at the creature as he just stares in horror. Said, "Pastor, that that can't be. Is is that Doru?" Pastor Donovich just can't even bear to look at her as he looks away in shame. He answers, "Since the last raid, when my son set out to fight against Strahd to end his tyranny, he sent him back to us like this. I could not bear to end his life, so I keep him down here, chained away, hoping to cure him."
Do not let him get between us and the stairs.
Isn't that a little cruel?
Oh, it's very cruel.
Donovich,
is there a cure for this sort of thing?
Donovich just looks back at you and just responds like, "It was all I could do. He's my own son."
Pretty sure you're just prolonging this.
You're prolonging his suffering.
As you're speaking, Doru just starts to almost try to charge at you, but he's stopped by the chains that are holding him back against the wall. As you hear the very loud clank as he's hit by these restraints, as he shouts out, "I can smell your blood!"
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get your son back.
If you have any love for your son, you would put him out of his misery.
Pastor Donovich just looks back at the group and just answers like, "Please, no. You must help me. Find a way to cure him. Please. If you promise me this, I swear, I'll do whatever you ask. Just please, spare him. He's my only son."
He was. All right, you holy taps, do you know of a cure for this? Because I sure as hell don't.
Do I have to make like a
There's-
wisdom save or something for it?
I think that'll be knowledge religion.
Yeah. So do I have to roll for that too? Or
Yeah.
okay. Religion is int, so proficiency. Roll 1d20 plus.
I think you just click on knowledge religion and it'll roll it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm so dumb.
No, it saves you all the trouble. Don't worry about it.
Normal advantage. Do I roll with the advantage or this normal roll?
I think just normal roll is fine because I think it calculates in your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Oh, very
Right.
nice.
Okay.
Alright.
So from your religious training, you know in your heart that the pretty much the only way to cure Doru would be to kill the main vampire that's infected him, or just to end his life.
Sir, you have two options. We can kill the vampire responsible for turning your son into this monstrosity, or
So, that what it is.
we end his life to end his suffering. Those are your only options.
Donovich just falls to his knees, now almost sobbing as he puts his head in his hands over his prayer reeds, and he just starts whimpering. Holy Morning Father, please grant us salvation.
You might want to have Irina take him out of here.
Irina
Now,
just grips her hands, and she is very visibly disturbed and hating the fact that Pastor Donovich is going through such pain. As she just silently looks over to your group with a knowing look that she wants to help him.
It's your call.
Define help.
We'll defer to your decision.
Irina just kneels down to get to eye level with the pastor as she puts both her hands on his shoulders and she speaks in a softer tone. Donovich, my friend, this choice has to come from you as much as it has to come from me. However impossible it may be, if you so wish it, I can try to find a cure for your son. I can't promise success, but we both know what sort of a monster Strahd is. We both know how hard it will be, but I can try. But if you just want his suffering to end now, in face of the impossibility we face, I can do the deed. Pastor Donovich just continues to whimper and looks over at you all as he begins to sob more. It's very clear that this is almost a lose-lose choice for him. So he just almost like resigning to himself, drops his prayer beads and just talks to Irina. I just want my son back. However it is that you can grant him rest, I only pray the Morning Father will be with you. Irina just sighs. She gets back up on her feet and looks over at your group, and she just with a determined look on her face, I want to cure this man, and until then, I don't want any of you laying a hand on him. Is that understood?
Yes, milady.
Real quick, do we work for her?
Victor, shut up.
Yes.
It's a legitimate question.
Technically, yes.
We being paid?
Doru, in the meantime, just continues to struggle at his chains. You can definitely see that there are tears coming out of his eyes as he fights this condition. He starts to grip at his head now, and he whimpers and cries as he just runs back at the wall and starts clawing at himself, digging his claws deeper into his skin.
I'm just throwing this out there. If he gets loose, this is on you.
What did
Okay,
we
and
say
what
about
if
tact?
what if you also get bitten? wouldn't that make it worse for him?
Pastor Donovich just looks back at you as like, if that is how things will be, then I pray you will give me a fast end at that point.
Yep, don't worry about that part.
Victor.
You are not familiar with this condition. I am. It sucks.
To be
You're
fair, he
prolonging
don't.
At least have some compassion for
This
a
is
father.
the problem.
To be fair, it don't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon.
Yet.
Irina just looks back at Victor with almost a glare as she says that no matter what happens, I will help this man. I owe Pastor Donovich that much. He was the only one that took me in when all the village despised and outcasted me.
That may be, but you're prolonging his suffering. But if that is your wish, so be it.
Irina just looks back at the group and goes, you know, as long as Strahd lives, all of us suffers.
I have one question. Do we know who turned this one?
Given the conversation that was just had, it was likely Strahd himself.
So, our plan in its entirety is to find the Baron of the land and kill him.
Something
That clearly
I
nobody
guess
has
so.
done before.
Right,
Irina
murder
just
it
looks.
is.
Irina just looks over the group like, look, I don't expect you all to help me in the task of killing an immortal vampire. If
We
you
have
still just want to
clarification.
take, if you still just want to take me to Vallaki just like my brother wants, that's fine. But no matter what, with or without your help, I will help him. I owe him that much.
I mean, it seems like most of the problems in this area are caused by this man.
But at the same time, is your debt so great that you would actually risk death or enslavement to Strahd?
I'm pretty sure that the answer to that is yes.
And if you die, who exactly is gonna try to take care of him afterward?
These are the questions. Jesus will remember that shrine with
Because of Victor.
Because of Victor.
You see, you guys are treating me like I'm being an asshole, but I'm being the most practical person.
You are being practical, but you're being an asshole about being practical.
You have no empathy in the situation.
But to be fair, this is what makes Victor interesting.
Yes.
Irina just looks over at the group and just says like, every day of my life, I risk death just by stepping a single foot outside in these lands. If I have to risk it just to save another life, I'll gladly do it.
Your life sucks.
Victor, shut up.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I know, but tact.
I feel like that's what everyone's gonna be yelling at me this whole adventure.
Irina just looks at Victor and just gives a small smile and just says, perhaps so. She gives Pastor Donovich a pat on the shoulder again and just asks him to rise. She tells him the group's or her own promise to help his son. And in doing so, Pastor Donovich just lets out almost like a smile in a long time. Almost like he's been giving us a slight glimpse of hope in these times as he gives Irina a big hug. And he starts to wipe away his tears with his hands and says, thank you, my child. I owe you everything. If there is something you need. Irina just bows her head to the pastor and just says, like, That was actually why we came here, Father. In light of my father's passing, could you give him a funeral befitting of that of the mourning father's blessing? Pastor Donovich nods his head and just smiles as he answers her. With all my heart and soul, my child. Come, I will help with the preparations.
Go with Jesus.
Victor's our blood knight. That's
We're just
realistic.
gonna make sure. We're just gonna make sure he goes up the stairs first. Like,
Pastor Donovich just looks back at the group and just asks, in the meantime, I beg of you, please keep this secret. I do not wish to disturb the others with these news.
And I wish to avoid a lynch mob.
We
it seems like
understand.
a wise decision.
Pastor Donovich and Irina then head back up the stairs.
I don't think it's gonna be much.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, blame the fighter. So innocent, so neutral.
So you come back up above from the Undercroft, back into or outside the church area.
We're out of Sunday school.
I don't remember church being this depressing.
I remember it being this depressing. I don't remember it being this chaotic.
You haven't been to a black church before.
I have. They're fun.
So Pastor Donovich begins conversing with Ismark as he and Irina begin to recount what just happened with Ismark, and begins dealing with them about setting the preparation of the funeral rites for their father. And that pretty much leaves your group a little bit of time to converse over what just happened.
Well, that was fucked.
Your ethics are gonna get us all killed.
I mean,
Say what you will,
Back
like
downstairs.
What?
we just
If you
we
want to
just-
keep going downstairs.
No, the agreement was made. Fine, I will honor the agreement. If he gets loose, I'm killing him.
Fair enough. I can feel the pain of this father having to watch his son suffer, but at the same time, I don't think it was wise to leave him there. But we made an agreement.
I mean, technically, I was outvoted.
Oh,
so
We're doing the rites first.
and then
And we're going to
go
go kill an immortal vampire. And then we're going to escort her to another town.
Let's call it what it is. We're gonna go bury some old man, gonna go commit murder, and then we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do next.
I'm about to say we don't really have to escort her once he's dead.
That being said, I don't know if we'll even be in a position to actually face Strahd yet. You saw how he was able to just take us out of that house as it was falling apart. We can't contend with that power yet.
Yeah, I'm with the pally on
He
this one.
isn't gonna wait for us.
No, but generally
Right.
speaking, there are probably things that we can do or find that might help us.
Let's be honest. Right now, we're beneath his notice.
If we go and face him immediately, we just go to our deaths.
As your group is talking, Father Donovich almost interrupts the moment as he heads towards you all. He gives a little bow to his head in honor of you all and just states again his thanks. I thank you all for your kindness today. I know that you must see me as a terrible father, an even worse pastor, but please help my son.
I sympathize.
On the contrary, you're the most interesting pastor I think I've ever met.
I don't know whether that should be taken as a compliment or not.
No comment.
Donovich looks over at the side and looks at Irina and gives a small smile. It's good to see Irina out from her mansion again. That child's gone through much suffering growing up. Even now.
I have a question. Who were you praying to?
Pastor Donovich looks over at Roger and just answers with a smile. Well, the morning father, of course, child.
That
I'm familiar with
is?
that epithet.
Pretty sure that's all you're gonna get.
Sorry, everyone was speaking at once. What do you say?
And that is?
Oh boy, you're making me use my DM notes, huh?
Man in the sky.
We're having a church lesson.
If you
Gather
stare,
around, children.
Let us all sit and pray.
if you stare at him for too long, you'll go blind.
Pastor Donovich just gives a small chuckle. It's like, how long has it been since I've been able to educate the children here? All right.
Crap.
I'm a 35-year-old man.
Oh God.
He
Great.
explains to Roger is like, here in Barovia, two forces watch over our people. One being that of the Morning Lord, whom we call the Morning Father, and the other being the Mother of the Night, which we call the Night Mother. Before Strahd came and darkened our lands, it was only the Morning Father that watched over our Barovian people from sunrise until sundown. But now that we have a new Lord, the sun shines ages, and many people fear the Morning Father no longer answers our prayers. But I choose to believe that it is only a trial set forth to us by the Morning Father.
And you don't think your son would be better off with him?
Pastor Donovich just looks down at himself and just goes, I'm afraid those are the moments where I'm torn between my role as a pastor and my role as a father. And if the Morning Father wishes to punish me for my sin one day, then so be it.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't think he's changing his mind.
The Pastor Donovich looks over at Kanan and just shakes his head. No, my child, I am not sure. I cannot be sure of anything in situations like these, but in the light of monsters and demons, one must have hope. Have you not felt something like this before?
Kanan kind of goes silent and just looks the other way. Um, I can't say.
Character development. Donovich then looks over as you see Irina and Ismark are now loudly complaining to one another, arguing over Irina's new stubborn plan. As Donovich sighs and just says, just like they when they were kids. It's hard to believe they're not blood related.
Wait, what?
Who's the one who's adopted, her or him?
I'm gonna guess her.
Pastor Donovich explains that, oh, right. I apologize. You must not know. Little Irina there is not the natural daughter of our former burgomaster Kolian Idrovich. We've, they had found her at the edge of the Svolek woods near the pillar stones of Ravenloft one day, and they took her in as their own. He loved her dearly, and raised her up as one of ours, though I fear the rest of our village did not feel the same way.
I thought that family resemblance was tenuous at best.
She's black.
What the fuck? I'm gonna hit you.
Any particular reason Strahd might be interested in her?
Donovich just shakes his head. I do not know, child. All I know is that we have been beset by demons, wolves, and the like ever since Strahd set his eyes on her. And I fear for her soul that it's only made her to be more withdrawn. With each passing of the time, our people only serve to want to offer her to him, to end their own suffering.
Dude sounds like he needs to use his right hand more.
Second in that.
You still don't know that. He could be a lefty for all you know.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
And from a person of the cloth, no less.
Ain't that kind of cleric. That's all I'll say.
This is what happens when you worship a non-human deity.
Excuse me?
Do you want a mace to the face?
What? It makes sense that your god would have different priorities from, let's say, a human god.
Can
We not fight on church grounds?
It's a theological debate. Let's be honest. Bahamut is what? The god of justice? What does a dragon know about justice? If I steal a cup from you, you'll level an entire city.
Again, do you want a mace to the face?
You see, this is why we can't have religious discussions.
You're the one that brought up the asshole.
Legitimate question.
That's why I just stay out of religion.
Pastor Donovich just kind of looks over at Falmouth and Kanan and just gives a small relatable bow and just goes like, I admire you both for your patience.
I'm for pointing out the obvious.
And the group would then hear a different sound, not quite the same kind of wailing they heard downstairs, but definitely the sound of almost like ghostly wailing now, the same as that they heard from the previous house that they had been at, that they had destroyed. And from the sides of the church, since it is near the procession line that would lead to Castle Ravenloft, they would see ghosts now appearing and rising from the ground, lining up in a manner, and then leading themselves towards Castle Ravenloft. You see this eerie green light that's suffusing from the graveyards around, and the ghostly procession coming out from them. And from this procession, you see wavering images of various kinds of people, just dowdy women toting greatswords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All of them just mindlessly marching forth from their graveyards and bigger number by the second and going towards Castle Ravenloft.
What the high holy hell is that?
That would be the opposition.
Irina, Ismark, and Donovich don't seem surprised by this, with Ismark going over to your group and explaining that would be the ghost procession.
Ghost procession.
He nods as Donovich chimes in and just says that it is right. To explain, child, it is a strange phenomena that just happens here every night. Every night, the souls of the dead that once rose up and fought against Strahd and failed come up from their grave and just, in their mindless wandering, go towards the objective that they had failed in life. And you see the ghostly procession head towards Strahd's castle, but right when they reach the gate, they all just fade away. And Donovich continues, only to fade away when they had reached the door.
Interesting.
So
It's a residual haunting.
And through this procession, you would see just like hundreds of just different people of all sorts and figures and all sorts of different gear and appearances, all of them having fallen to Strahd. And Irina just looks at it with disdain as she crosses her arms and just says, it's like one big monument to his own ego.
Yet more reason we shouldn't just go blindly charging at him.
But what's stopping him at the door?
Ismark just answers, I don't know, and I'd rather not know. Look, this plan that my sister came up with, Irina just interrupts him and rolls her eyes and just goes, it's not a plan, it is a goal. I'm not planning to charge in there right away, but we need a plan, Ismark, and you're good at that, so help us out. Ismark just sort of rubs his fingers against his forehead and just looks over at you all and goes, and you agreed to this?
Oh, dude.
Barely.
So far, we haven't agreed to that. So far, she said that the choice is ours if we just want to guide her to Valaki or if we want to accompany with the goal that she has set forth for her.
Irina just sort of looks at him like with a raised brow, almost as if she knows that he'll have to agree at some point, and Ismark just sighs and just puts up a hand. Don't give me that look. Don't give me the look.
Give him the smolder.
Ismark just goes, damn it, fine. Look, if you're gonna do this, promise me you'll stay safe. I know that's a bad sign that I'm even asking this, but just damn it, stop being you for a second and think about it. Look, you may not like the delay, but my original plan of going to Valaki is a lot safer. It's a bigger town, there's more people there, and there's gotta be somebody there that has a plan or can help you take down Strahd.
I'm just gonna hold up a hand and just kind of be like, they might have better shopkeepers.
Ismark just sort of points at Paul and goes like, see that? That's what's thinking. Irina just gestures over to Ismark, just like, fine, we go there. What then? What do we find? Nothing. And then Ismark just taps on his head and just like, I don't know, but at least you'll be safe, okay? Safer than you'll be here, right at his doorstep.
Well, as mentioned, is there another town where she might also be safe if Valaki doesn't turn out to be such a place?
Ismark nods and is like, glad you mentioned. I was going to get to this, but he pulls out from his little belt a parchment that he's been saving. You okay, Mel?
Oh, nothing. You see, you pulled out from his belt. Just like imagining, like, ooh.
Completely different visual.
Not that kind of tool.
Oh, the Omni tool. Put it away.
He takes out a large map and shows it to you all.
Oh. What the frick? I can't see shit.
It is black
Wonderful
as
map. It's empty.
It should load in. It's a pretty big map.
Is it a magical map? Because I can't see shit.
Hold on. It's a dynamic lighting on that map. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's why.
There it is.
I hate dynamic lighting sometimes. Okay. You can all see the map, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright.
Yep.
Ismark then takes out a little pencil and starts drawing on the map for you. It's like, all right, now we're all here, and what I need you all to do is take her to Velaki here.
Where's here? I don't see the mark circle.
It's circle.
I see it. I see it.
Oh, by the
Velaki
way,
is
the lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you might want to zoom out. Yeah.
There we go.
Now it's gonna be a long trek, and unfortunately, I got this map from Buildrath, so there's not gonna be a lot of markings here, so we don't know what the hell you're gonna be running into.
Oh,
So-
lovely.
Now, here's a hypothetical. Who's to say that Strahd wouldn't be expecting us to take her to Velaki?
Ismark then just looks at Fallen and goes like, well, and that's the situation. That's why we have you all. I know that's not really an assurance, but there's not really much of a insurance against that kind of a contingency should it happen.
Sounds like we're just a meat shield for her.
Pretty much.
He gives the map over to Roger and just has him hold it and just says that it's a pretty crappy map, but it's the one we got. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to fill out whatever it is you find on that map, but I trust that adventurers like you will be up to the task.
Oh, fuck.
Should have been.
Now, again, if Velaki turns out not to be safe, what about Kresk?
Feel free to draw on the map, by the way, if you want to make markings.
How do you draw?
Or is it? I'm pretty sure everyone has. Is it only me that has the drawing tool, or
Oh,
does
no,
everyone?
Top left underneath
the cursor,
You'll see a little paintbrush.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can just press freehand.
So how do you delete it though when you
Clear drawings.
clear drawing?
It's on the paintbrush too.
The paintbrush
does not
have it.
Oh, I guess only I can clear it. I'll clear it afterwards. Don't worry.
Okay. Had to do it to him.
You beat me to it.
Okay, I'm done.
Now, is that actually Kanan drawing like that on there?
No! I'm trying to delete it. I can't delete it.
I'll clear
Only
it.
the DM can.
Yeah. I'll clear
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Now,
Mark.
as
Ismark answers Falva goes like, well, if you're willing to make the extra trek there, go ahead. As far as I'm concerned, now the original file is Velaki, but if you feel like there's a safer route out there or you have a different plan, go for it. All I care is my sister's safe.
Right.
Now, this here.
Oh, before we continue, Roger, you can add the map of Barovia to your inventory,
Okay, I will do that.
or rather, unmarked map of Barovia, since it's pretty much like a shitty version of a full map because of build draft.
All right.
Okay. does anyone still need to look at the map, or do you want to?
I was just saying this here. This is where Strahd's at. Yeah.
No, that's
No,
where
this is-
Falmouth is. Oh, you mean the castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we just need
Avoid that.
to label that.
Really?
Yeah.
Roger.
Sure.
What? That way we remember.
I really don't think you want that.
I'm pretty sure he does.
Look, it's one of those things where it looks very nice. Obviously, it's not very nice.
Then why would you even want that?
Mostly because at this point, it's funny.
Oh.
That's very in character marking, though. Okay. Does anyone else need to review the map more, or?
Nope, we're good.
No,
I'm good.
We're good.
Okay. I'm gonna teleport you guys POV back into the church.
We're going back to church. Oh, the bat. Holy crap.
Are you sure you're not a bard
Who, me?
with that rhyme?
Well,
Paul is going to look over at his mark and be like, "Are you sure there is absolutely nowhere to get a horse or cart?"
Ismark puts his hands on his hips and just rubs it back his head. I'll see what I can do to help out, but in the meantime, you all have some lodging still?
We should still in the tavern, as I recall.
He nods his head. It's like, all right, well, I definitely don't suggest leaving today, considering the procession is still happening, but whenever you're ready, let me know. Ismark just gives a hug to his sister as he whispers something to her ear before he leaves your company.
what the fuck is that?
Roger, no.
That's a soundboard.
Yes, it is.
Forward.
Irina just steps forward with the group and just gives you all a slight wave, and she says, well, my new protectors. I suppose we'll have to get more familiar with each other from now on for the next couple of weeks, or
However
knows
long it
how
takes
long
to
this
get to
will
either
take, but
Valaki or Krez, whichever is safer.
yes, well, she looks like she is struggling to say the words, but she just comes out with it and looks forward at you all and just says, thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
She just immediately starts marching off as if she doesn't want anyone else to see her reaction, and she just leaves.
Okay, then. Well, since
She's not fond of needing help, and therefore she's having a hard time expressing gratitude for it, unfortunately.
Should we be letting her walk off by herself like that?
No, we shouldn't.
Oop, shit. I drew on the map, sorry.
It's okay.
Guys,
Pastor Dominic waves
right.
goodbye to you all and goes like, may you walk in the morning Father's path, my children.
Thank you, Father.
Be careful with your boy in the basement.
Oh god, I really
In a
need to
coma,
read
if
that.
possible.
That's all up to you.
No pressure.
I think this is a pretty good place to stop for now.
Yeah.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So we can call it wraps on this session then. Good job, guys.
Yay!
Was it though?
We got breakfast. So you know what? It's better than
Breakfast was
last.
burned twice, but we managed to get breakfast.
I'm sure if we go back to the tavern, the goddamn bartender's gonna have cleaned off all of them.
We made peace with the merchant though. So
For the most part, as much as you can after breaking a
Yeah.
man's legs.
hey, that was Victor. That wasn't me. And I healed his leg.
Throwing the blame on me.
Blame is on
And
you!
blame is on you.
You were gonna come in there too.
See,
Do what?
Victor is the resident murder hobo. We just rev him up and point him in the right direction.
I just clean up after him.
You see, you guys are what makes a man neutral.
What do you guys think of the campaign so far?
As I recall, Roger's
like
was
it.
also neutral.
Yep.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate this lovely caption here that I've gotten.
Oh.
Let's see what it is.
Fuck him.
Well, also just the fuck of being next to Paul.
No, it's more like Buckingham.
Fucking him.
Buckingham Palace.
Yeah.
That's the name of the brothel.
I hope
Great.
Oh.
That
I
would
hope I
totally
just
be a
made
name.
enough vegetable
that's
for the
totally what-
situation.
You
That's
made
totally
so
what-
much vegetable that I had to say it twice.
Vegetable.
We appreciate your neutral murder hobo-ness, Victor. You're their trusty dude with the personality of a merry chainsaw. Twitch stream. It's Jab. It's under a different name.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to injecting more Zetsubo into this campaign.
Oh, dear.
Look, I just kill when I have to kill. I don't look for a reason to.
You were.
Murder.
Another fighter.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end the stream so I can upload it on YouTube.
Yeah, my brother was the only one.
You guys did amazing.
Thank you. You did amazing.
Yeah.
More femininity in your voice, though. When you...
I don't think I can without having it come off as too silly.
I
just
mean,
Fine, just go
if
and
you
opt
want
up.
if you want a voice mod, I can buy you the program, and you'll have lots of voices to work with.
I
No,
think
see-
it's okay.
See what he
specific-
does?
They even specifically have male to female.
Yeah.
What he does is he opens up Microsoft Sam and just uses the female voice.
Okay, but I have to just, given the fact that you were talking about everybody having their own specific recipes earlier, I have to share this with the chat.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
This is why Paul doesn't let Roger in the kitchen normally.
To clarify, and this is it's so sad. This is actually supposed to be like it's supposed to be
worse.
it's supposed to be a cherry blossom, but
It's even worse.
Shine, what the fuck is that? Is that like a euphemism for a Japanese girl's vagina?
no, it's supposed to. It is legitimately supposed to be a cherry blossom
It looks like
bun. Yeah. No, that's what everybody.
Looks fresh out of a port.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
And if you want me to make it worse, it looks like that fucking pussy of the round table.
Oh.
Like, you
No. That is an actual thing. I think Shrine should show you.
Oh
Round
no!
table.
You guys remember
Oh,
that
no.
episode of Rick and Morty about the eye holes?
Oh no!
We're gonna be reading Bleach after this, aren't we?
Oh,
This is what she looks up in her spare time and what we wind up watching on YouTube.
here, friends. Pussy of the round table. Enjoy.
Ew!
Lord.
Oh my god.
That's not the one that she reviewed, was it?
I'm not sure if it
Wasn't
is.
the other one like a bunch of asses and assholes?
No, the Pussy of the Round Table is that one, and it's even weirder when you get into the context of what it's supposed to be.
It looks like a cheese roll that's like full of lips. Be like.
I very much just imagine anything that Shrine, or rather Roger, tries to make, it just ends up looking really dirty.
Yep.
A little part of me just died inside.
I mean, he'd do it on purpose. Like, absolutely. Ah, yes, there it is. That's the. Oh my god. Yes, Rattles, you are correct, Rattles. That is not the same one. That means that there are two of these things in existence, and I hate that.
Why though?
Yep.
Oh no.
That's extra cursed knowledge. Yeah.
Would you like to share with the class?
I'm working on it. Give me a second.
Right, I think I'm gonna duck out before this travesty hits.
Okay. Alright. I am going to end the stream here. I'm gonna upload it. Y'all gonna give me nightmares on this shit. Okay, I'm just gonna dip out, and I will see you guys on Discord.
Alrighty.
Good session, everybody. See. Oh wait, when do you guys want the next session?
Oh yeah, next session.
I think wanna
2 weeks.
extend it. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Okay. How about the 12th?
Okay. Because I'm kind of a grumpy bitch this week.
Okay, so how about the 12th at the same time?
Is that a Saturday or Sunday?
That's a
Saturday.
Saturday.
February.
That's fine with me. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah.
All right. So February.
I've deferred my jury duty, so I don't have to deal with it until next year.
Good.
Yay.
Look, one day you're gonna have to just condemn an innocent man to jail.
I don't want to do that, though.
I mean, she doesn't really have to. She's got plenty of reasons to get out of jury duty. It's really not that hard.
Just pretend you're racist. They'll stop sending stuff.
Like, I've literally been at jury duty where people have been like, I'm going to be biased because I don't want to make it loose.
Look, only in Texas will that backfire.
I just feel like it's like. Go ahead.
You'll be fine, Mel.
It's just I just feel like this isn't something that I can keep my attention on because I'm gonna be bored as fuck. Listening to everybody's testimony, I don't have the attention span for it.
Well, you could go to a psych and get some attention meds, and then that way you have a diagnosis that gets you out for free.
Ha!
You should tell the judge to throw more dice. That'll make the things more exciting.
Oh God.
Roll for innocence.
I mean, if it helps, they usually give you a notepad, so honestly, I just draw on it.
Oh my God, I'd be.
But I'd be wanting to draw dicks or something. So
I mean, nobody.
Basically, did on the map.
Depending on where you sit in the jury line, it's like anybody's gonna give two shits.
You guys basically drew dicks all over the map.
Anyways, I will see you guys on Discord.
Good session, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.